So look, y'all, I was over here doing shit talking Saturday, right? And I did it on my phone like I'm doing this episode of Greenleaf. That's what we can talk about. But I did it on my phone like I'm doing right now, and but I didn't go through the YouTube app and hit the camera and then start from so to be a direct to YouTube. No, I had just did it on my camera, and for some reason the bitch cut the video in two. So it's like a 46-minute video of STS, and then I had to upload another 4 minute and something for part two. And the part two part is just the end of my little summary of Black Ink Crew Chicago and my announcement about the live that's coming up. I didn't understand why the fuck that happened. I don't know if I exceeded the file that the phone could hold. I don't know what happened, but it is a two-part to Shit Talking Saturday. Unfortunately, it wasn't showing my damn doing, but it is, y'all. And I just wanted to come in and apologize for that. I don't know what happened, but that shit did happen like that, and I had to upload two. So if you have watched it, thank you for watching both parts of it. It matters. And if you haven't watched it, I ask that you please do watch all both parts so that you can get the information about the upcoming live. I don't know why that happened. That ain't never happened before. But this is a new phone too. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But the shit happened like that. Anywho, that was my announcement. Also, comments and emails, I will reply to you throughout the week. I'm sorry I've been behind, but if you watch Shit Talking Saturday, I explain my reasoning. Let me just give you a brief description of what's going on. A bitch having sinus problems, and she just had her date with Ben. Okay, so I'm behind on everything. Today is the first day that I felt like I could actually get up out of my bed and be amongst the land of the living again. And even now, I feel like my head could explode at any given moment. Okay? This shit is severe right up in here. Pray for me as I pray for you. Now, so video comments gonna be taken care of probably today. Emails throughout the week leading into next weekend. It takes me some days sometimes because I got a lot of shit up in there. If I said I'll call you, I'm gonna try to call you. If it don't happen this within the next couple of days, just know that you on my list and I will give your ass a phone call. Because I don't mind talking to people, but you have to understand I deal with my own personal life, my own personal struggles, my illness, and I got grandkids. So, and I'm an active grandmama. I ain't one of them. You don't see me at Thanksgiving and Christmas and on your birthday. You see me down there every day. Okay? So, be patient with me. The Lord ain't through with me yet. Okay? Thank you. Now, I didn't come back for reasons. One of them reasons I just stated, and do the episode 2 of the two-part season opening for Greenleaf. So bitch, here I am to do it today while I'm feeling like I could do it. Okay, now y'all know Lady May let Bishop back in the house last week, right? Well, this was Wednesdays. So on Tuesday night she let him back in the house. On Wednesday he's back there, and he ain't back like he thought he was, because she had his ass in the guest room, sleeping on an uncomfortable ass bed. So uncomfortable for reasons that only he would know. Could be the narcissist or the arrogance in him. Who knows? He thought that he could actually get up and go into his bedroom that he once shared with the good Lady May. And she let him know, oh no, Negro. Better catch the cows, because this bed and me and you ain't gonna happen. I ain't ready for that. You ready like get out of here. Go on out of here. He said they agreed to put on a united front for Clara Jackson. Not put. She told him we agreed to put on a united front for Clara Jackson and not put on a front for the kids or ourselves, James. In other words, hit the road, Jack. You ain't laying in here, okay? He leaves and run right into a sneaking Pastor Gigi coming in from one of her night trips with Darius. I told y'all I was going to have it by the next time we talk. Darius, that's her man. And he said that her mama was oh, he said him and her was discussing some things, and she asked him something. All I know is he ended up telling her, he walked by faith, not by sight, and I'm going to bed because I'm tired. I don't know what he said to her. Pause, cause y'all know I had to give it to Bishop. Ain't got that disease no more. Cause I noticed, I know we only 2 episodes in, but they threw that up in our face for 2 seasons, right? So he don't have no episodes or nothing. No more. All that with they. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Bishop walked off with an attitude because May making his ass suffer. Grace sees her mom standing in the doorway and she don't say nothing to her. She simply closed the door because Lady May kind of pissed off with Gigi. She blaming everything on Gigi. The next day, Grace calls Rochelle and says she got a project that needs an angel, and they agreed to meet over in her office that morning, right? Sophia overheard her mom fakery on their phone and called her the carpet. Grace said, well, I need to make a new friend. Sophia looked like, my mama up to something. She know her mama. I said, Grace, you better be trying to find the dirt with Rochelle. You better find that dirt on Rochelle. Now, Jacob is reminding Clarissa of the new members meeting that's coming up that day and the other activities that they must attend, and she says she on it. He telling her they must be ready. They about to start streaming their I guess their services, whatever service. Maybe it's all of them, but I know they finna start streaming services. According to him, thousands gonna be coming in, child. Or will it be thousands watching? I don't know. Anyway, Zora interrupted them and coming there talking about can she make a phone call. He said to who? Isaiah. She told me no, Sophia. I was bored. I just wanted to talk to her. So she wants to invite Sophie, so she say over there. She feels that she owe her an apology. Clarissa want to just let it go. She'll have all her privileges back if it was up. Let me stop leaning. My head hurting though, y'all. She want to act like the girl ain't did nothing wrong. Jacob ain't with the fuck shit. He said, okay, you can make that phone call. And he gave her his phone. When he gave her his phone, she thought she had done made it over. No, she didn't. Because when she went to walk her little hot pussy ass up out that door, he said, you can make that phone call right there. Then she get in her feels and say, that's okay, and walks off. Clarissa looking at him like you ain't have to take it that far. I'm sitting here saying you right, you pinned it right. She wasn't trying to reach no Sophie to invite Sophie over for no damn apology and to hang out. She was trying to call that boy and her daddy know it. And maybe if Miss Clarissa would spend more time focusing on that daughter of hers, that girl wouldn't be out of control like that. It's something wrong with Lazor. You can't trust her. Now, Lady May and Bishop at the breakfast table, and they discussing some event about marriage that they got to do because, the church in need right now. They can't afford to refund nothing. Gigi walks in and said that it's good that, she said good when she walked in and seen her parents talking. Lady May said, what's good? She said that you can still say good things about marriage. Bishop started talking about some shit about some pastors baptizing that had sin and how after some time the pastors was sin was able to still do the baptisms like all sins was forgiven. I don't know, child. He lost me on that. Okay, I'm sorry. Lady May say to Grace, why can't you mind your own business? Like how you running all up through Memphis, coming in here tiptoeing all times of night, and you done been over there dealing with that man. Lady May said, Grace says, oh, come home and be, upstanding, just like my parents who I come home to at night, and them good people is slamming doors and yelling at each other. Lady May say, but is that the behavior that you're giving that conducive of a person who is leading the church? Grace just looked at her and walked out. Lady May, she wasn't feeling that shit. She felt like Grace came in there and said some shit that got the pastor started, and she already barely can stand him. Now, Bishop and Lady May holding hands, walking through Calvary, faking the funk. Y'all, they run into that gray head deaconess. What's her name? Okay, I need y'all again. What that deaconess name? I know she gave them hell last season, but she said she didn't know, how to greet the first lady because she got two different stories Sunday in her absence. Grace said that she was sick with a cold, and Bishop said that her ass was sick. She had to catch on real quick. I was both, but I'm better now. Thank the Lord. And that's the quickest way a Christian will get you out their face quick if they on some bull is try to say, oh, bring the Lord into it. That's your exit route with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So they lied and said that they had to go make a call or make a meeting or something, and they got away from her. But old Gary Head mama was peeping that game. She wasn't falling for that shit right away. She knew something was up. Y'all, who the hell did Lady May tell Kareen to call on that phone? Was it Miss Clara? Because I know they trying to get Miss Clara. Let me know. Grace got Rochelle in her office discussing some legal fund for domestic violence survivors. Rochelle was saying that it was a good idea and Gigi is the perfect person to lead this. Gigi said, well, I felt it was necessary, especially after my uncle. Rochelle said, yeah, I'm aware of him. I'm glad he did. She says that she had her day in that situation too. Gigi said even if the DA had actually decided to press charges, I would have been able to afford the best legal defense. So this program will ensure that every other woman is able to have that option that I was had. Rochelle thought that was a great idea and said that she was going to hit up a couple of her clients, all who would probably jump all over this for various reasons. Rochelle tell Grace, you don't have to call me Miss Cross anymore. She said, I forgot what the fuck she said to her, but anyway, she leaves out her damn office, y'all. She run into the bishop in the hallway. She explains that she was in a meeting with Grace, and he asked about, because he asked her what was she there for, because remember, she's supposed to be spending her time over there and not over here in his face, right? He reveals after she started talking about getting a permanent place since he been kicked off of Greenleaf Plantation, and he had to tell her, actually I have gone back home. Now she act like she was all right with it, but did y'all see that pissy look she had on her face? I said, girl, Rochelle, you might want to leave this man alone, because this scheme you and Skanks and all these people got, Rochelle and Lady May then run into each other, and Rochelle asking how their little Zora was doing. In what sense, she asked. She wanted to know if she was at peace with being home. And Lady May really kind of looking at her like, how you know all my family business like that, okay? Lady May said she don't know because she ain't never been the type to run out. Whenever there's trouble, she stay and fight, and walked out. I said, She caught your shade, but she threw that shit right back at you. Now, Charity talking to Jabbar, and he said that they found a last-minute replacement for her for this show, but she must return that coming Wednesday. And she's saying she gonna be there. We gonna see. Tasha goes to see Jacob, and she said she was going through the new members cards, and some of the members had unique names, so she in there trying to help him make sure he knows how to pronounce it correctly. And he's saying that he really appreciate her, yada yada yada. They joke around about how some of the names are spelled, and then she took her ass up out of there. But I was uneasy at that smiling Jacob was doing at her. What you smiling for, Jacob? What you smiling for? Clarissa meeting with some of her school, some of her parents from the school. Apparently they got this son named Ben that they got prepared to go to Yale, but he done made this B now on his paper. And in the eyes of the parents, that ain't right. For one, they trying to prep him to go to Yale, not community college. Two, they feel like because they donate so generously, she will actually change their grade. I guess making him look better on his jail application. Now, she said she wasn't, basically going to do anything. She felt like he could possibly be doing tutoring. It could help get his grade up, but she stood with the teacher that said that this is the grade that he likes. Them parents reached down in their pocketbook and pulled out this damn thing. It looked like the paper, because they said she hadn't read it and it wasn't good enough. So basically, they trying to shake her down to change grades of their son so that he can look good for the Yale people and be accepted. And she don't really want to do it, but because they donate to her school so generously, I think she gonna do it. Now, she dealing with them so long, she late getting to the new members meeting. She get there, she apologizing. Jacob understood. Then one of the new members meet Clarissa and think that she knew. Clarissa says, "No, I'm the first lady." And old girl said, look confused. "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the first lady." Tasha skanks. Uncomfortable damn moment. Uncomfortable moment. They walk off and Jacob telling her it's just a mistake by an old lady. Don't let that alter your feelings, girl. It's okay. Now, Kevin and Charity talking about her doing the tour and how important it is to her. And he said, and she also said she was going to be returning to it Wednesday. He said, "Good. I want you to go and, just leave baby Nathan with me." Kevin said her schedule on that tour is so hectic that Nathan would be being tended to by strangers anyway. And so why not leave my baby with me? She tries to explain that child care is not such a bad thing. He don't want her dragging him around like that, and asks her to please leave him with him. Now, like I told y'all, I understand he wants to be a part of his child's life and everything, but he got to understand her apprehension towards that, because last season he did pick up his clothes and write her a "Dear, I'll be back soon" letter without a date on it that he was coming back. He walked away from the job of being that child's father because he was mixed up in his mind, and he didn't have that conversation with Charity to explain why he was leaving. He just wrote her a "Dear, I'll be back" and walked off. So now that he's back and he's a better Kevin, I understand he may want to be a part of his child's life, but the way that he chose to disappear was not cool. So he gonna have to understand that she looking at him with the side eye, because I am. Be a good father, but you can't come back making demands and threats at nobody. Tasha gives Jacob this report, and he appreciating her for her thoroughness, and she noticed that he online shopping and it looks like women wear. He said he was doing it for his wife because she been working so hard lately. He wanted to just do something special for her. Tasha suggested jewelry opposed to clothes, because women usually take the clothes back to the store that their husband buy them anyway. And she knows somebody she could take him to right now, and it wouldn't be no problem because she wants some champagne, and that's how her jewelry works. She can go there and get champagne, but she warned him never buy jewelry online because you need to be able to touch it and feel the stone. So he all down with it, so he gonna go. Bishop and Lady May having dinner with Miss Jackson, and they acting like all is well at the Greenleaf plantation, but the lady says something off in here. Bishop hops in, says nothing off. It's just, it ain't nothing off in there, because First Lady May, she senses everything and take care of everything. So if something was going on here, she would have been on top of it and have fixed it, right? Because she's ruthless like that. Jabbing that Lady May while bigging this woman on the cool. Then the lady notices that the paintings on the wall have been changing. Oh, that's what's different in here. The painting is different from the last time. The paintings on the wall different. Then Bishop mentioned how they miss seeing her, and she gets to think about her husband, Horace, I think she said his name was. She then asked Lady May and Bishop how long they been married. He said 44 years, almost 45 real soon. She asked if they'll be going on a trip together. Lady May said no, and Bishop Bishop asked Clara, is she okay? Because she started staring out, looking like she didn't know what was going on. Bishop said that, she said she just thinking about her horse because it didn't, he done been gone a minute, but she sure do miss her man. And she tells Lady May and Bishop, y'all blessed. And Bishop said yes, and we never forget how blessed we are, do we, dear? And Lady May says yes, but her eyes said, fuck all this. Okay? Now we at Tasha Jewelry, and they looking at all the items as Tasha is showing. She guzzling her champagne and helping him do it, and then she runs upon this particular piece that she finds beautiful, but I found to be quite atrocious, and it wasn't beauty in that at all, not for me. But she tries it on, right, and she speaks so highly of this piece. It convinces Jacob to buy it. But before the jeweler is able to take it off her neck and put it in the box, she wants a keepsake. So she takes a picture of herself. I said, during that time she was trying it on and stuff. She was Googling over it so much. He said, I know Basie used to buy you nice things. She said, yeah, but, he buy me nice things, then 2 or 3 days later come and gets to talking about some gambling debt and take it away. So he apologized to her for having to go through that. Okay. She must didn't go through it too much because wait till you find out what they doing to you. Okay? So he gonna buy that ugly piece for his wife. Charity and Clarissa are drinking and talking, and Charity seeing Kevin telling her not to take baby Nathan on the road. Clarissa said, well, he is only a couple of months. Or did she say 6 weeks? Because when I seen that baby later on in the episode, ain't nowhere in here that's a 6-week-old baby. Anyway, Clarissa warns that she talking about she don't care. He had to take her to court. Clarissa warned that he just might do that, Charity. So, you did say he was a good father. Then Jacob come home and Clarissa asks him where he been. He said out running errands. He tell her later. Then she wants to know he asks her where is Zora. In her room with Sophie. Then he kissed her on the cheek and she said, you been drinking too? He said, oh, you asking a lot of questions today, ain't it? And he walked off and she looking crazy. Now, up in Zora's room, she thanking Sophia for coming over. Sophia said, girl, I thought you was mad at me. Zora admitted, yeah, I was, but I'm over it now. But look here. I need you to take this $20 and go down to the Walmart and get me one of them little prepaid phones. Sophia say, you ain't supposed to have no phone. That's why you ain't got one. She said, look, I'm about to go crazy in this room all day with no TV, no internet, no phone, no nothing. I have no connection to the outside world and it's driving me crazy. I just need you to do this one favor for me. Sophia ain't no fool. You want to call Isaiah. Well, I guess this girl done decided she wasn't going to lie all the way to her cousin. So she didn't deny it. Sophia said, I ain't doing that. He abused you and he disrespected you. I am not going to be able to do that. So I'm sorry. So she walks off. Now, Clara getting ready to leave. And Lady May tell her as they walk a little about, she getting ready to leave. And that's when they hit her why she having dinner with them little. That we got a little tax issue. She said the one Mac fixed, he said it's the same one. He didn't handle it the way he said he handled it, and now the IRS is asking us for $2 million. Miss Clara saying, y'all ain't got it? He said, well, lately we ain't been making that much money. So we probably be able to come up with a couple of $100,000, but that's it. She said, is that why you invited me over here? He said, yes, but I also, because I wanted to see you and spend some time with you. It had been a minute. But if you decide that you can't do this, just know that it's okay. But the church really do need you right now. Grace talking about involving Rochelle in the church business. Darius is asking if she feels it's a good idea. She said, well, it keeps her busy and out of my father's office, and I can watch her better. Now, while they having this conversation, they done had sex in the bathroom and got cleaned up and putting on her clothes. They talk about her dad moving back in, but he's staying in the guest room. Then she got dressed fully, and she said she was going home since her mom had scolded her about her tipping in at late night hours from being here with him. He said going home ain't gonna make it change the fact that we just had sex, because we just did. She said no, but it's easier for me, and it keeps her off my back. He said something to him. He said something to her that she thanked him for, and she left. Sophia convinced Jacob to allow Zora to have her TV back. She says thank you, and when she goes to turn that damn TV on, and she thought she was going to get to that internet, it's restricted. Bishop and Clara talking about, Bishop tell May Clara's going to talk to her money manager and help us. He tells Lady May good work, because they did that together. Then she asked, what was they gonna be doing for their 45th wedding anniversary? He acted like ain't shit done happened. She wants to know what he was doing. Why was he telling Rochelle about his family business? Because she knew about the granddaughter being missing. He said he didn't tell her much. She said, you know what I feel like? I feel like when you left the Biltmore, you went crying to her. That's how I feel. Bishop said she created an affair where it is none. He basically told her, you good at pointing out my mess, but you don't recognize your own. Your hands ain't clean in this situation, mate. Now, over at Jacob, Clarissa wants to know what Jacob really was earlier, and she say it's not because she thinking he out there slipping and dipping, but because she worried about it. He presented her with that ugly ass necklace that he bought earlier. She happy as hell and appreciative, but said it was different. I said, tell the truth, it's ugly. He put it on her, and she, meet me in the bedroom. Child, as he getting ready to go in there, his phone that went off. It's Rochelle and sent him a picture of her wearing that damn necklace. He's smiling too goddamn much yet again, but I think he deleted it out the phone. Grace come home and she tries talking to Bishop because Lady May upstairs crying. She want to know why he won't go up there and talk to her. He said it's his business, and Gigi said, well, it's my business when I see Rochelle Cross parading in and out of your office at the church. Bishop said it's nothing between them. He asked her to let it go instead of flaunting her in front of Lady May. Gigi said that he said, well, if you got a problem with Miss Cross, how come you working with her? She said, well, we're going to have her up in the church. We might well get some use out of her, but it's unfair for you to flaunt her in front of Mom's face because she's feeling some kind of way. She said after what he did with Mavis, Lady May deserves respect above and beyond what he may want to do for her. Then he dropped the bomb. Your mama had an affair with Lionel. Gigi looking like, well, what the... Bishop sat down and started watching TV and enjoying his drink while she picked up her face and walked out. Gigi goes up to Lady May's room and asks if she had an affair with Lionel. Lady May said she had no right to say a word or ask her nothing about that. Grace said, so it is true. She said, I'm done feeling bad and wrong. Meanwhile, Lady May screaming at her to get out. Grace let her know she done, and she walked out. Charity brings baby Nathan to Kevin's new place, and it's nice, y'all, and it seemed baby proof. And she was about to give him the baby until old Aaron walked in with groceries, and she asked, does he stay here? Aaron said no. Kevin said he just visited him for a few days. He went to reach for the baby. At this point, she now backing up. She don't want to let him get the baby. She later calls Jabbar and says she can't return to the tour. She can't leave her baby. He said, this is important, Charity. You can't just drop in and out. She said, this is just a job. I'll get others, but it don't change what's going on between us. Hello? Bitch, he hung up in her face. Rochelle and Grace are talking about the people that she's found willing to listen to the calls and support. Grace is amazed and thanks her. Then Grace asked if anything was going on between her dad and Rochelle got all up in her feelings, talking about, I thought we had this conversation the day before about women not feeling threatened by other women. I can't believe you asked me this. And then she walks out, thinks about it, bitch, that ain't part of the plan. You better regroup and get this bitch back on board, because we gonna take these folks down. She go back in there and tell her basically, they gotta stick to the goal. Even though she ain't like that question, they still got work to do. And she told Grace that she stuck with her now, and Grace seemed like she was alright with it. I said, baby, I hope you playing the role. You better be doing the Charlie on Greenleaf, because girl, if you really falling for this girl, y'all about to all go down. Lady May stormed into Bishop's office. He was on the phone. Now, she told him to get his ass off that phone. He asked what it is, and he put the person on hold. She said he had an affair with her sister, and she suspect it might have happened after they had got married. He didn't deny it. So she feel like he ain't giving her no reason to think otherwise. She said she has every reason to believe he was with Miss Cross at the Biltmore the night his granddaughter went missing. He hasn't given her any clarity on that either. And now he done spilled the only secret she had. She said the only reason she did it was because she was heartbroken over him. So she'll be a fool to actually stick around now after this little tidbit. She basically told his ass, when this money come in from Clara and we settle this IRS situation, I'm coming back and divorce your dirty ass. And she walked out. When she was getting ready to walk out, though, bitch, this part had me. She was getting ready to walk out because she done told us, she already dropped his face. It's already broke, right? So instead of her just leaving it broke on the table, she decided to step on the bitch. She said, oh, and James, it's not polite to leave your people on hold. Reminding him that unless he pressed the hold button, if he just said hold on, they done heard everything that was going on. Bitch, I was so here for Lady May doing that shit to him. But here's the real thing. All these people bear fault in this bullshit. They all have spent a lifetime of lying to each other, covering up shit. Even that's the reason why Grace back at the plantation. It's because she came home for her sister's funeral. Her sister committed a suicide because her uncle was fucking her. And the sad part about it is, I think the mama, I don't give a fuck when nobody say Lady May knew more than what she's saying. I love this type of churchy ass drama because, believe it or not, this shit is happening in mega churches around the world today. They front for the peoples, and behind them doors, they live in 6 and 7 different other lives. The person that's on the pulpit is not the motherfucker that's at that house, okay? Hell, he probably transitioned back into who he really is soon to get off the pulpit, for all we know. But girl, it's so much truth in this. Very similar situations are happening in mega churches today. You best believe it. And I appreciate Oprah Winfrey, and whoever the hell that does this show, because bitch, what you doing is exposing the lies. You're making us see these people for who they are. Now, it ain't everybody, so don't feel like I'm attacking everybody, but for those who it apply to, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you so much for watching the video. I apologize I'm not in 100%, but I gave you the best that I could in the situation that I'm in. I will be back on Monday with tonight's episode of Yana Fix My Life. Y'all know they come up on Monday. I ain't gonna be able to do no Sunday. Please make sure you watch Shit Talking Saturday Part 1 and 2, because I do a special announcement about a live that's gonna be going on my channel featuring me and possibly you. And y'all remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel, girl, and hit your notification bell so that you're going to know when I'm here. And you're going to know about that live, too, if you're going to hit your notification. And thanks again to everybody for supporting the channel and for supporting me, even when I am in the midst of my challenges that I face. Peace. Don't go get drunk tonight. I wish I could, though.